So, as I've been asked to do some things more with game, I've been out, caught some rabbits, and now I'm going to show you how this is only gut and skin, and get ready for whatever I'm going to cook. I will use this in another video and cook something with him. I haven't decided what yet, but that is the next thing on my list to look at, and that's what I'm going to do. But like I said, there's only way I skin it. Probably wrong, probably little keyboard warriors on here going, that's not how you skin a rabbit, that's not how you got a rabbit. Don't care, this is the way I do it. If you've got a better way, put in the comments, let me know, we'll get you on and we'll show you a different way. We'll do it, we'll put it in. But if you're going to be an arse about life, then you get the little finger jobby, because this is my podcast and this is the way that I do it. Alright? Cool. So, first things first, we need to gut him. I'm doing this in the house, which I shouldn't be really, but it's wet and cold outside, so and I haven't got a garage to be doing this in. So what I do is I just put the rabbit between my legs and I just cut skin a slither of skin off his chest, okay? As you can see there, what I've done is just cut the slither off, and you can just see his skin. I then put a nick in there. The reason I do that is so I don't just jam a knife in there and cut through the paunch and everything else. Okay, it's a bit of a long-winded way. That's why I do it, okay? Then I put my fingers in the hole I've just slit. You see me just put the slit in there, put my fingers in, and I pull. Okay, that then lets the guts come out and we can deal with it from there. I then put my fingers up inside and I get my fingers up and behind the paunch, just like that, and then pull, okay? And then what happens is all the guts come out in one lump. My house is going to honk. That's been a bit of a discussion before we start this. Anyway, from there what I do is, you see there's a difference between the skin and the meat. Both sides of that, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put a bit of a slit both sides, one like that, spin it around my legs, do the other one. So what that enables me to do then is to get my fingers in behind the rabbit. I nicked the meat on that one, but I get the fingers behind the rabbit all the way around its back. Just thread my fingers all the way around the rabbit's back. If I can, I'll try and gather the skin up as I go. It makes my life easier in the long run. Do that both sides till my fingers meet in the middle, which I have done, but I can't quite get my fingers there. So it's quite a big rabbit, this one. It's been living in an orchard. What I'm going to do then is cut the rabbit, the fur, the skin off. I'm not doing anything with the skin, so it doesn't matter that I don't need to keep the skin basically, so I'm not doing nothing with it. You can skin them in a different way if you want to tan it and whatnot, but I want the meat. Once done that, I cut it right in half and put fur all over the top block. That's what I want to do. So then, as you can see there, I've now got two halves to my rabbit, okay? All I'm going to do is literally pull, okay? Just pull. Just take the front end. Right, best way I'm going to do this is pull off the front shoulders, off the chest, okay, like so. Bit of a nick, because I haven't got the chop block in here like I do have outside, so I've got to be a little bit more delicate with life. Only a little bit though. Basically what I'm going to do is, usually I don't eat the front end at all, but for the purpose of said video I am doing the front end. Usually I'd cut it off at the ribs, the diaphragm, and that would be that. I'm making a bit of a meal out of this, I apologise. No, there we go. Before I get my fingers cut off. I'm not going to keep that bit anyway. So now I'm all at the front end there. And basically I can chop the head off there and the job's a good one. Back end first, and then on to the next stage. Just pull. Just keep pulling, that comes off. Healthy rabbit is, the harder it is to come off. If you get an old buck, it's even worse. Here we go. So that's one piece off. And what we're going to do, we're going to have the head off. So what I do is just cut down the meat to the bone, without trying to slice through the bone. I'm a bit low really on here. And then the way to do it really is with a chopping block. It can be done without. Okay, then we're left with the tail and the back legs. So same with the tail, I just cut into the meat, like cut into the bone, and then I find the bit between the bone and the, there we go, grab it itself and have it off. If I'm ever going to cut bone with a knife, I always use the back end, not the front, because the back end doesn't matter if it goes blunt. Now with the legs itself, okay, these are simple. All you're going to do is get on the chopping block, use the back end of a knife, crunch, twist, cut, same again. Where the tendons meet the, like the ankle joint as it were, whatever it's called in a rabbit. Again, if I was doing this outside, I'd have my chopping block, and to be honest, I'd cut these off before I skinned, just because it's easier. But come doing it inside, I've done it a little bit arse fake face, and it's the same again for the front as well. Though the have to say, the nice about doing it in the house, actually I've had to be a bit neater, and the rabbit's a lot cleaner than what it would have been if I'd been doing it outside. Just a bit of a snap. It all breaks nice and easily, nice and simply. And then, just like I said, always use the back of the knife around the bones, just because it keeps your knife, the pointy end, sharp. I can't alliterate this enough. As you can probably see, I'm not an expert, don't plan to be an expert. I've never killed myself with food poisoning, and I've never had any dramas before, so still like the way I'm doing it, and you've got a better way, feel free to tell me. We'll even get you one doing it. Alright, so here we have the finished product. Okay, once I've done that, usually I do is just cut the bits and pieces out. I cut the flanks off because they're good for nothing. Some people keep them on, I cut them off. That's the way I was taught. I used to feed the dogs, but I've got wimpy dogs now for some reason that won't eat. Now I'll have a bit of a tidy up on the inside and make sure I've got all the rubbish out. There, like is that it? That is it. So there we go. One finished rabbit. I always give mine a bit of a wash under the sink afterwards. Usually because I've done it outside. And usually because I've done it outside. And it's covered in some form of grass and whatever else. Always give it a bit of a pat down afterwards as well, so get some excess water off. And there you have it, all done. I hope you enjoy.